Hello, my name is Lyle Clark, and I'm a domestic violence counselor at Ywca Evanston North Shore. We are located at 1215 Church Street in Evanston, right up from the Davis Purple Line stop. I'm going to tell you more about our services and our agency overall today. Our mission at the Ywca Evanston North Shore is to eliminate racism and empower women. We believe that all women have the right to be safe and to choose the direction of their lives. Yet we know that far too many women experience violence, lack economic security, and face gender discrimination. These issues disproportionately impact women of color, and in order to empower all women, we must also tackle racism. Ywca Evanston North Shore has roots that stretch back to 1931, when we started as a place that provided safe housing and support for young women coming to the city to work. Our programs and services have continually evolved and grow to meet the changing needs of the communities we serve. Every year through our programming, we directly impact about 10,000 individuals. Every year through our awareness building events, like the Race Against Hate and Stand Against Racism, we engage an additional 16,000 community members. Ywca Evanston North Shore carries out its work through direct services, education and training, and advocacy to support its mission. We focus on 4 key areas, including freedom from violence, racial and gender equity, economic advancement, and aquatics access and opportunity. With freedom from violence, we house a comprehensive domestic violence program so that survivors and their children can get safe, heal from trauma, and take control of their own lives. This program includes direct services such as crisis intervention, emergency shelter, longer-term housing, and supportive services for survivors. In addition, the program includes prevention, education, and training in the community. Through our Equity Institute, we promote racial and gender equity so that everyone has equitable access to the opportunities and resources they need to achieve their fullest potential. We do this work at individual, community, organization, and system levels through training and education, community engagement resources, and awareness building events and advocacy. Through our economic advancement program, we give low to middle income women knowledge and resources so that they can achieve economic security and housing stability. We teach women basic money management skills and pair them with individual coaches to help them achieve their financial goals. We also provide job training and assistance finding work and housing. In our Flying Fish Aquatics program, we ensure all children have equal access to water safety instruction so that they will be safe in and around the water. We actively reach out to children in our community who don't know how to swim, don't have access to lessons, or cannot afford the cost. We strive to provide an environment that is safe, welcoming, and meets survivors wherever they are in their journey. Survivors are able to access our 24-hour crisis line for support and referrals at 877-718-1868. Our new emergency housing will be able to provide support and safety to up to 65 survivors and their children at Mary Lou's shelter. Our Bridges program provides longer-term housing and comprehensive supportive services to up to 16 adult survivors and their children. Our legal advocacy program is housed out of the Skokie Courthouse and has been for about 25 years, in which survivors can reach out for support with orders of protection, understanding their rights with the Illinois Domestic Violence Act, and other legal matters. The legal advocacy program can be reached at 847-470-5052. Individual counseling and support groups are offered in both English and Spanish, as well as comprehensive case management to help clients access resources needed to stabilize their lives and live independently from their abuser. Comprehensive children's program includes music, art, and play therapy. Research shows that 1 in 4 women will experience domestic violence in their lifetime. Our domestic violence program our 24-hour crisis hotline takes over 1,800 individuals each year seeking support and referrals to services. Our legal advocacy program helps nearly 500 survivors each year with referrals and support with orders of protection. In addition to providing emergency intervention, our team focuses on interrupting, identifying, and preventing relationship violence through violence prevention education and training in schools, universities, medical facilities, and the criminal justice system. Each year, over 3,000 local students learn about healthy relationships from our violence prevention team, and students will be offered a comprehensive sex ed program this year. The new youth leadership program uses creative and experiential learning activities to promote healthy relationships, develop strong and positive relationships with peers, overcome trauma, increase resilience, and become leaders in their schools and communities. This program lasts for about 10 weeks and is offered to Evanston residents. We know that we cannot end domestic violence without engaging men. To this end, we have a program that trains men as allies in identifying and interrupting gender violence. We also have a 26-week abusers intervention program that provides men with the opportunity and skills to change the behaviors and attitudes that support their use of violence against intimate partners. The Alternatives to Violence Batterers Intervention Program can be reached at 224-420-3266. 58% of female-headed households are considered low income. 3 in 4 domestic violence survivors stay in abusive relationships because of financial abuse. It is with this insight and these numbers that we have began offering basic money management courses to our domestic violence clients. This program has now expanded beyond our domestic violence program to include offerings for both women and men. We know that for all women to be empowered, they must control their own economic futures. They need to be stably housed, have a sustainable income, and have the tools and resources they need to shape their own futures. This is the essence of our Women's Leadership and Economic Advancement Program. Each year, about 350 women move towards economic stability through our programs, including financial education, such as the basic money management course, and other financial education workshops, including topics like reducing debt, improving credit, and budgeting. We have financial coaching in which individuals are paired with a volunteer coach to help them achieve their financial goals, housing support in which we assist women in locating affordable housing options, as well as job training and employment support in which we help women with resumes, job applications, and the soft skills they need to prepare for job interviews. Most recently, we began our YW Culinary Program, which will begin again in winter 2022, and Y Web Career Academy, which will begin again in January of 2022. More information can be found on our website. The persistence of racism in our communities is not only denies people of color their basic human rights, but it impacts all of us. And we know that to turn around centuries of deeply embedded racism is no quick or easy undertaking. Our approach to working towards racial equity is multifaceted, changing not only the hearts and minds of individuals, but also transforming our institutions and our communities. We have taken a leadership role throughout our communities to help more deeply understand personal, interpersonal, and institutional race and racism, and then to collectively develop and take actions that will create racial equity. Through our Equity Institute, we work to encourage dialogue, train individuals and institutions, and catalyze action. 1,000 people build skills to work towards racial and gender equity through our trainings and workshops at both individual and organizational levels. More than 5,000 participants take part in the Ricky Birdsong Memorial Race Against Hate, and over 10,000 community members take a stand against racism. What most don't know is that YWCAs across the country built swimming pools to provide access and opportunity to women and African Americans, both of whom were denied access to pools and learned to swim because of their race and gender. Each year, over 1,000 children learn to swim in our pools. Today, YWCA Flying Fish Aquatics is a mission-based swim program that focuses on ensuring that all children have the opportunity to learn how to swim so that they will be safe in the water. We address longstanding racial and economic disparities through our scholarship fund and outreach efforts to communities of color. We also address these disparities with our community partnerships, in particular with our partnership with McLeod, YMCA, and District 65 called Evanston Swims, which provides free swim instruction for all second graders in Evanston Public Schools. Each year, we provide swim lessons to an additional 250 children through these partnerships. We are committed to our mission and dedicated to those we serve. We started in the 1930s serving women that needed safe housing, and since then we've grown steadily to meet the needs of our changing community. But there's more to be done. To be able to continue to grow and better serve our community, we have exciting plans for our campus renovation that will be ending soon. We hope that you can come see our new facility at our open house, October 1st. More information can be found on our website. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you for being a part of YWCA.